With Boruto Chapter 78 releasing, we did see Kawaki attempt to kill Boruto, and while he did fail due to him being restrained by everyone in the Leaf Village, I think it's pretty clear that Kawaki is going rogue very soon. Now, Kawaki did make a goal back in Boruto Chapter 77 that he is willing to exterminate all of the Otsutsuki using their own powers, starting with Boruto. Now that Boruto is at the top of Kawaki's hit list, Kawaki has made it clear that he will kill Boruto no matter what, and this is because of Kawaki's extreme hate for the Otsutsuki clan. The pain that he was getting from the likes of Jiken and Ishiki, it just shows you that Kawaki has had enough, and with him sealing Naruto and Hinata away, he's not playing any games. And in this chapter, while Kawaki did try to kill Boruto, it's pretty clear that he won't be able to, at least currently in the story, due to everyone hunting him down. Essentially, right now in the story, it has become a Kawaki witch hunt now that Kawaki was freed by Shikamaru's shadow paralysis and Mitsuki's grasp, thanks to Momoshiki absorbing Shikamaru's shadow paralysis, which did help Kawaki manage to escape temporarily. Now, Shikamaru did state that since Kawaki was spamming Sukuna Hikona in battle, and previously when he did seal Naruto and Hinata away, Kawaki should be running low on chakra. While Kawaki is extremely powerful in terms of hacks and abilities, it's pretty clear that Kawaki has drained his chakra when it comes to fighting Boruto and the rest of the abilities that he used. And thanks to Sarada coming to help Boruto during the battle, it's pretty clear that Kawaki won't be able to have his chance to eliminate Boruto, at least right now in the story. And now that he's on the run, it's pretty clear that Kawaki needs to get away in order to stay alive. Since he has this goal and he is the other main character of the series, it's pretty clear that Kawaki will see through when it comes to this motive. And thanks to Momoshiki allowing Kawaki to escape temporarily, it shows you that Kawaki is still ready to attack whenever. Since he is running low on chakra, we do know that eventually he will have to fight the rest of the village. Now, of course, when it comes to power and his hacks, it's pretty clear that he is stronger than everybody. However, since he is running low on chakra, I think the Leaf Village is at the advantage here when it comes to battling him. Now, of course, at the end of last chapter, after Momoshiki saved Kawaki and allowed him to escape, Momoshiki did tell Boruto that the end has already begun, alluding to the prophecy that he gave to Boruto that he will lose everything in the end, meaning that it has finally started. Now, of course, we know that Kawaki did give Boruto the scar in the latest chapter. Due to Sarada butting in and trying to protect Boruto, Sarada almost got her head slashed off from Kawaki's claw, allowing Boruto to get the scar and losing his right eye. Now, of course, this sets up plenty of things in the story, such as Boruto unlocking the Jogan. However, the biggest thing is the fact that with Boruto first losing his right eye, the second thing that he most likely will lose is his brother Kawaki. Kawaki, for most of the series, has been going back and forth when it comes to his goals, as he's suffered a lot. He's been through a lot of trauma when it comes to growing up and dealing with the Karma Seal. However, now that he has the Karma Seal back and has a clear-cut goal, it's pretty clear that he won't go back on his goal of eliminating all of the Otsutsuki. We do know in the flash forward scene, the Leaf Village is completely destroyed, but the only two people standing left is Boruto and Kawaki, meaning that everyone around them is most likely gone, written out of the story, or possibly dead. And when it comes to something like this, both Boruto and Kawaki are still progressing in terms of power. When it comes to Boruto, he's now 100% Otsutsuki, meaning that his overall chakra levels and abilities are much more potent. Same thing goes for Kawaki, as we've seen that his dojutsu is progressing with more triangles, meaning that his dexterity of the dojutsu is becoming increasingly better and better, and that's what makes Kawaki so dangerous. And same thing goes for Boruto as well. However, in the small glimpse that Boruto saw of the future when he used Momoshiki's Byakugan back in Boruto Chapter 75, we do see that the Leaf Village will eventually find Kawaki again and fight him. Sarada is the one who finds Kawaki, and we do see the rest of Team 7 and Team 10 battle Kawaki, with Mitsuki activating his Sage Mode. I think this has a lot of setup for Kawaki, as even though it is stated that he is the strongest in the village and that he can almost not be restrained, due to the fact that even though he was restrained last chapter, it was the fact that he was caught off guard since he was trying to kill Boruto and Sarada. The Leaf Village is at the advantage here due to the fact that 1, Kawaki is running low on chakra, and number 2, the Leaf Village got hitters, man. While the Leaf Village has been weakened due to the fact that the Hokage was sealed away and Kawaki, one of the strongest people in the Leaf, has essentially gone bad, the village still got a lot of heavy hitters. Sasuke, Boruto, Shikamaru, Mitsuki, etc. And in the next couple of chapters in the manga, we're going to see plenty of characters turn up, not just Boruto and Kawaki, starting with Mitsuki using his Sage Mode. Of course, feats wise, what we've seen in the anime, it shouldn't really stack up when it comes to fighting Kawaki. However, with the fact that Kawaki has already exhausted his chakra when it comes to fighting Boruto, and sealing Naruto and Hinata away, Mitsuki and the rest of the Leaf Village have the advantage here. Not only that, Kawaki hasn't really run that far away, and the only thing that can really save Kawaki's ass once he does get found out by everybody else is Ada and Damon. We know that Ada wants to have a romantic relationship with Kawaki since she does not have any platonic relationships due to her love charm ability. And with Damon following whatever Ada tells him to do, it's pretty clear that if the Leaf Village tries to hurt or kill Kawaki, and if Kawaki is put in a deathly state where he is about to die or get seriously injured, I'm pretty sure that Ada might step in to make sure Kawaki doesn't get hurt. And if that's true, Damon most likely will step in as well. I've talked about this many times before in past videos. If Kawaki tries to do anything, such as trying to kill Boruto in the latest chapter, and he is targeted by everybody else, the two allies that he potentially has and most likely will have is Ada and Damon. Now of course there are external factors such as Code with this 10 Tails army, and I've seen people say that Code and Kawaki may team up. I don't know how true that is. That's kind of like a crack theory to me, but it could happen. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments. I don't know how to feel about that, but I've been seeing you guys actually say that and mention it in the comment section, and it's pretty interesting to hear. However, with Kawaki essentially going rogue, with him trying to kill Boruto, sending the Hokage away to the Daikukoden dimension, it's pretty clear that there's no going back when it comes to Kawaki. As a fan of his character, and when it comes to the story, I'm here for it, man. And when it comes to Momoshiki's prophecy, this is aligning up perfectly. And with Momoshiki saying that the end has already begun, telling Boruto that he will lose everything starting now in a very short order, it just shows you that yeah, not only will Boruto suffer and lose many things, but the most important thing to him will be his brother. And when it comes to losing everything, it's pretty clear on how it's starting to go. When it comes to losing it all, we don't really know the exact definition of it, but in the small glimpse that we have seen thus far, it's pretty clear that Kawaki is going to play a major role in it. Of course, there are other external factors such as Code and his 10 Tails army, and Momoshiki potentially coming out in later chapters and wreaking havoc, killing many people in the Leaf Village. Kawaki is definitely going to play a very big role. And with the manga hinting at a potential battle between Kawaki and Mitsuki in his Sage mode, it shows you that there's going to be some death in the next couple of chapters. Kishimoto's been cooking for a while now, and the past year in the manga, while we've gotten a lot of dialogue heavy exposition type chapters, it is now starting to pay off. Ever since the end of the battle against Code, where Boruto was resurrected by Momoshiki, after seeing that Boruto got killed, he told Boruto that whatever he suffered through when it comes to fighting Code and then getting killed by Kawaki is absolutely nothing close when it comes to the prophecy that is coming to fruition. And so far, even though Boruto hasn't died yet, it's starting to really show when it comes to this prophecy. We haven't seen the full extent of it with him losing Naruto, and now that Kawaki is essentially going rogue, trying to take his life. It's not looking good, man. And with Kawaki making this gold, almost killing Sarada and Boruto in the process, I'm not gonna lie, man, Kawaki might actually leave the village eventually. Of course, Boruto and Kawaki, when they fought in this chapter, while it wasn't a full fight, more or less a scrap, is definitely a precursor to the final battle when it comes down to everything. It definitely shows you that this fight is going to be absolutely huge. And with Kawaki essentially going rogue, Kawaki's gonna do even more drastic things when it comes to achieving this goal. And ever since he did state that he wants to eliminate all of the Otsutsuki, I'd imagine that more Otsutsuki will be introduced into the storyline. Even though I think Kawaki is going to continue to try to kill Boruto for the rest of this series, I don't think Boruto will be the only prevalent Otsutsuki in this story. With someone like Shibai being introduced in chapter 75, there's ought to be more Otsutsuki lurking out there. Maybe not on Earth, but in other planets, universes, and potentially other galaxies. And that shows you just how much potential the series has when it comes to expanding the Otsutsuki clan. With Kawaki wanting to exterminate the entire Otsutsuki race, there has to be more Otsutsuki out there, right? And with Code wanting to also become an Otsutsuki, Kawaki may want to track him down as well. As I've mentioned before, some of you guys had said that maybe Kawaki could team up with Code, which is kind of odd to me since Code wants to kill Kawaki and take away everything from him, just like how it is a parallel parallel between Momoshiki and Boruto with Code and Kawaki. I think that'd be pretty cool if they do execute it that way. However, if Kawaki fails to kill Boruto pre-timeskip, which I definitely don't think he will, I'd be very surprised if Boruto dies again. If he does fail, he definitely will leave the village in order to 1. Get stronger, and 2. Potentially hunt other Otsutsuki that exist in other planets, universes, and potentially galaxies. I think that'd be pretty cool when it comes to this series, as while the main cast is pretty small when it comes to moving the plot, I think this is the perfect way to expand this series. While I definitely do like the small cast that has been portrayed so far, when it comes to Kawaki's goal, I think it would be pretty lackluster if he just wants to kill Boruto. In my personal opinion, I'm hoping there's more Otsutsuki that Kawaki hunts, maybe not an entire faction, but hopefully there's more that are introduced, such as the 2 destroyed Otsutsuki stone tablets in Jigen's dimension. We could get some clarification on what happens to them. Did they go rogue? I've made some theory videos about that, and if they were introduced, I think the fandom would turn upside down. Kawaki is a character that I think has been so far in the story the driving force of this story, while everyone else has been reactionary to the events that has happened. Kawaki is the reason why a lot of this stuff is happening to begin with. When you think about it, ever since he was introduced, even before he was properly introduced into the main storyline, the idea of the airship crashing in the land of fire, with the Kata organization trying to retrieve the vessel, just the outer members moving alone with the likes of Ao and even the other inner members like Deepa and Victor, it shows you just how much impact Kawaki has in the story. And even though he did lose his karma seal earlier in the story, he is the reason why a lot of the stuff did happen when it comes to Boruto's current fate. I mean, if Kawaki never left the village to confront Code earlier in the Code arc, Boruto would not have died and not become a perfect Otsutsuki, which already threatens his own body, since Momoshiki is starting to creep into Boruto's consciousness and read his own thoughts, which I think is extremely dangerous considering the fact that now that Boruto is 100% Otsutsuki, he's definitely much more stronger than before. And with Kawaki being the driving force of many of the stuff that has happened so far in the story, with the idea that Boruto is going to lose it all, with Kawaki being the reason why Boruto lost his parents, and potentially the Leaf Village, with Ada and Damon, if they do find out that Kawaki may die, they probably will side with him since Ada wants to have a relationship with Kawaki, which sets up so many things in the story, and I'm just really excited for this, man. Boruto Chapter 78 was honestly such an amazing chapter, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, Kishimoto has been cooking. The past 2 chapters, chapter 77 and 78, it's been a 10 out of 10 in my personal opinion in terms of enjoyment when it comes to moving and driving the plot. I haven't really had this feeling since the end of the Ishiki arc when it comes to the stakes and what's going on, and now I'm just glad that we're actually focusing on the new gen. Naruto and Sasuke has had their time and their shine when it comes to driving the plot and fighting the big bad villains, but now that Kawaki and Boruto are here as Otsutsuki, I'm glad that Kishimoto is still applying that pressure, and hopefully for the rest of 2023. Let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. Do you agree with me that Kawaki is going rogue? Do you think he will leave the Leaf Village, or do you think that he will stay and instead just fight back? We know that Kawaki is going to be found by everybody else in the village and will be forced to fight again, and with Kawaki being the driving force behind the start of Boruto losing it all, it is very exciting content to read. So let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about Kawaki? Do you think he's doing the right thing? I know a lot of people don't really like him right now, but I think this is the perfect thing for him to do when it comes to the integrity of his character, and I really like how Kishimoto is handling Kawaki and Boruto's dilemma and the relationship. They used to call each other brothers, but now they're enemies. So let me know how you guys feel about all that in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.